Shalom, giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rakakwadash, double honor unto my apostles and bishops of Great Millstone, peace and salutations to the hopeful light of the nation of Israel, which consists of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and also the Israelites that have been scattered all around the world, which we refer to as the Israelite foreigners. This brother Kasai back at it again, lowering with another edifying lesson. All right, this is going to be a breaking news update, as you can see on the screen, pertaining to this article from CBSNews.com. It says, woman fatally shot by ICE officer in Minneapolis. Identified, hundreds of mourners show up at vigil. Okay, so a woman was killed after being shot by ICE agent. Okay, yeah. This can be legit, or it can be an inside job, a psychological operation. All right, gotta look more into it, but all right, they have footage of the actual incident, and it is graphic, but these days, all right, like I said, it can be legit, or it could be orchestrated. But these days, they can make anything look legit. All right. So I'm not fully convinced, but nonetheless, this is breaking news. Okay. Like it says right here, it says the victim has been identified by a U.S. official as 37-year-old Renee Good. According to two federal sources, she was a U.S. citizen. City leaders said she was a legal observer of federal actions in the city and wasn't a target for an ICE-related arrest. All right. And this is just a story that they need to create chaos, man. Okay. So this is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 30, verse 7. It says, alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. Okay, so we're approaching the time of Jacob's trouble. All right, ICE agents targeting blacks and Hispanics that are so-called illegal immigrants. Okay, and arresting them, seizing them, and detaining them, and ultimately bringing them into custody, and then furthermore leading up to them being deported. Okay. And there's been reports that a lot of them haven't been deported to their home countries. Some of them have been deported, to foreign countries, man. Okay. So, and who's to say that ICE agents won't target, like it said in the article, right? The lady, she was a U.S. citizen, okay, that they killed out there in Minneapolis. Okay. Who's to say that they won't target, citizens of the United States that they may, because we all look the same. You can't really tell the difference between a immigrant and a U.S. citizen. Okay. And there's been allegations of ICE agents or people posing as ICE agents and kidnapping people, man. All right. And Lord knows what happens to those people that they allegedly kidnapped. All right. So that's it on that. This is Luke chapter 21 and verse 20. And when ye shall see Jerusalem compassed with armies, then know that the desolation thereof is nigh. Right? So Jerusalem is a people before it's a place. Okay. Jerusalem is talking about the Israelites. Okay. Which I said in the beginning of this video are you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Okay. So when it says when you shall see Jerusalem compassed with armies, all right, so there's nothing new under the sun. Just like, Jerusalem was compassed with armies. The actual city of Jerusalem, which was occupied by the Southern Kingdom at this time, right, during the time of 70 AD, all right, the Roman siege of Jerusalem through the Flavian dynasty. Okay. Right, and there's nothing new under the sun. So, and it's the same people that's in power, which are the Edomites, all right, so-called white people, all right, also known as the wicked according to the Bible, man. All right, and that's who the armies is talking about, the armies of Edom. Okay. So yeah, man, we're seeing, an example of this, man, on a lower scale, man, with these ICE agents, man. All right, so we know that we're in perilous times, man, and eventually, the destruction is nigh, man. Okay, so Lord willing, with that, I'm gonna close there, and Lord willing, this was edifying, and with that, I'm gonna say shalom.